Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry for not giving you guys a video the last couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks was a little crazy personally for me, and sitting down to write, honestly, last thing that was on my mind. I do have the fan going. It's like 80 something degrees here in upstate New York, so I do apologize if you guys can hear that. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to try something new, something that'll kind of keep me working and make sure that I keep my productivity up, is doing daily vlogs, because I'm going to be working daily. Minus Saturdays. Saturdays I might not work, because Saturdays is I've chosen to work on my my stories that are written under a pen name, and I'm not really ready to start sharing what that is. So that's the only day where you guys might not get a vlog from me, is Saturdays. But today we are going to coin Sundays. Why am I thinking Tuesday? We are going to coin Sundays as TFS Sundays. So Sundays will be the day that I will be working solely on work for TFS. Right now we're currently doing TFS 3. So what I did today, or what I just did for the last couple of hours I've been working on it, is I sat down to work on my series Bible. I haven't had a series Bible for this series since I graduated school in 2014. Maybe a little later than that, a couple years later than that. But it was digital. One of my teachers, he had us create a series Bible for a television series that we wanted to create, and I chose to do the Five Sisters. That's where I came up with the idea. I'm gonna turn the fan off because I feel like I'm talking low and the fan is going to be overpowering me. Okay, is that better, guys? Can you hear me better? Oh, sorry, this is bad. Can you guys hear me better now? Okay, so basically we created series Bible. We had to come up with a television series, and we created a series Bible for it. That's where I came up with the Five Sisters. I had a series Bible for it, character, location, all of that stuff. And then because it was digital, because I didn't print off any of that stuff, when my hard drive died, I lost it. And Apple claims that it cannot be recovered because they're no longer using, I guess, that model or something anymore. So it can't be recovered. It's gone. I have in the past tried to sit down and write a series Bible, but because my brain doesn't like to be organized, does that make sense, you guys? My brain does not like to be organized, which is probably why I hate plotting. But I sat down to do a series Bible. I have 4 sections: story concept, characters, future storylines, and world building. So what I got through right now is the story concepts and characters. I was going back through the last 2 books, and any character, like especially small characters. The main characters I know, but if there's any small characters that I mentioned that might come up in future books, I wanted to make sure that I remember what their names were and things like that. So it was just going through the last 2 books. I think I'm only about a quarter way through Revealed. So I still have to go through Revealed and finish getting those character names down. That I will do tomorrow, even though I'm supposed to be working on a different story. I'm gonna do that tomorrow because the focus has to be TFS, because TFS 3 has to be coming out soon. So anyways, while I was working on this story Bible and I was doing my concept, I basically sat down. I don't know where there's like this little gnat, and it is flying around, and for some reason it is in this area. It's frustrating. But so the story concept, basically I just wrote down, I think it's 2 pages. I think that's what it came down. I wrote by hand. So I actually have like loose leaf paper, and I wrote by hand. I wrote 2 pages, which is basically the overall like story, like starting from, okay, so this is going to get a little confusing. In a way, where I started my first book is towards the end of the story. Does that make sense, you guys? So there is a entire backstory and an entire world for these sisters. And I don't know if I should give away what the story concept is, what those 2 pages are about, because I don't know if that's going to give away too much. But basically something happened hundreds of years ago that pretty much led the girls to where they are now, these 5 sisters. And we pick up at their story, and there's going to be bits and pieces that are revealed. Like, for example, in the second book, Revealed, we dive into their mom's past, like important moments from their mom's past, which also gives us a hint and maybe a little bit of insight into the family past. So, where the story has started, it's kind of towards like the middle or the end is where I kind of pick up from. So as I was writing this, I'm like, I mean, I've always known what the story is about. I've always known where it began, where it's going to end. I've always had all of this information, but my readers don't have this information. You guys don't have this information. So it got me to thinking, where I started the story, was it the wrong place to start the story? Because there's a lot of information that nobody's going to get, at least not right now. You're going to get it at one point, but it's going to be a while before you get it, because these 5 sisters have absolutely no knowledge about anything from the past. They have no family knowledge, nothing about their family history. So I don't know if anybody else has this, where you don't know your family history. You're probably researching it. There's probably people who are like adopted, who don't know anything about family history, or people who are only children and their parents maybe didn't pass any family stories down. That's kind of what these sisters are going through. Their mom didn't tell them anything. So there's a lot of information that they're missing. And right now they're pretty much playing it by ear. These are 5 girls who have been living very normal lives all of their lives. And then suddenly they wake up one morning and they've all got power. Like, that's the first book, Power. They all suddenly can do different things. They all have a different ability. And this is brand new information. And although their mother is alive and they do have contact with her, she's being very tight-lipped, which we learn more about in the second book, Revealed, especially when we go back into her past. She's being very tight-lipped. So they don't have any information. They have nothing to go off. They don't know the full scope of their powers. They don't know where their powers come from. They don't know the dangers that they are in because of their powers, because this is information that has been passed down from generation to generation until their generation, because their mom is very tight-lipped and doesn't want to share this with them. So as I'm writing the whole backstory, I'm like, did I write the story in the wrong spot? Did I start the story in the wrong spot? Should I have started back? Now, something that I wanted to do, and I kind of was thinking about this when I was in the process of writing Revealed, is I was thinking of doing now I've just completely lost the word. Oh God, the heat is getting to me. I was thinking of doing a series that kind of bounces off of this series. And I literally was just thinking of what the word is. And now, you guys, don't judge me. I am having a complete brain malfunction. Like, I'm having a blank. I have no idea what I'm trying to say. Like a sister series or something like that. Like, I can't even think of what I want to say. But so I was thinking of having a series called The 5 Daughters, because there is an original 5 sisters, not the 5 sisters that we follow starting from Power, but there is an original 5 sisters that date back years and years before these girls were even thoughts. So I was thinking of doing a series that follows them. And so that series will take us from back when it first started and then bring us forward to the present, without really taking away from what these girls are going through in their story. So I thought of doing that, and I thought of releasing that. And now I'm sitting here thinking, because, I'm always trying to come up with different ways to promote my work and try to get my work out there more. I do know that a lot of people give like freebies when they get people to sign up for newsletters and things like that. So now I'm trying to think, and you guys tell me if this sounds like a good idea, if I should do like little novellas of the family, like maybe different family members that these sisters don't know about, so that the readers get some sort of insight into everything. You guys let me know, because they have a huge family. We're dating back to let's see, it starts in 1747, I think, is where this story starts. Literally, the very first, like their earliest ancestors where this story starts is like 1747. So if you think about, if the way I have it written, because it's a thing about fives, they had to get to 5 girls. So every sibling, so it started out with the original 5, right? And only one of them had a child, but then she had 5 kids, and then each of them had 5 kids, and then and this is going back from 1700. So if we think about that, they have a large, large family that they know nothing about, and the readers, like I said, know nothing about because it hasn't been revealed yet. So you guys tell me if this sounds like a good idea to do, like as special bonuses with like releasing or like giveaways or signing up for newsletter ideas, things like that, is to write like little novellas about the family and share that. And then maybe once they're all written as novellas, I can put them all together in like a book or a couple books. It might end up being a couple books, not just one. Yeah, so I'm thinking of doing that. I'm also just like, this story is so much deeper than what we see with 5 sisters who solve crime, which is basically what they do. 5 sisters who use their power and they solve crime. It's so much deeper than that. And it's going to take a very long time to get to a companion series. That's the word. Talk about a blooper. And you guys, if you have been following me for any point in time, you know I do not like to cut anything out. What you see is what you get. This is real life, me on the spot, thinking of stuff. And these videos are just as they are. So a companion series, that's the word I was thinking of. Oh gosh, it's late, you guys. Yeah, so you guys let me know, should I do the companion series, The 5 Daughters? Or should I do like little novellas starting from the beginning, leading us up to the up to now, up to the present? That gives a lot of backstory for the readers. Or is that sharing too much? Because honestly, I don't know how many books this is going to be. One thing to keep in mind is that this was originally supposed to be a television series. That is originally how I thought this up, was a television series, and then I decided that I have no knowledge of breaking into TV writing. No knowledge. And the introverted me does not like to have to put myself out there too much. And I just felt like it was just going to be way too much trying to break into television writing, that I was like, I'm going to write it as a book. So I have no idea how many books there's going to be in this series. So I don't know when we'll ever get a lot of the stories told about the family and really get to the root of the story. You guys, I'm so confused. I mean, a lot came up. I discovered a lot while I was writing the story concept. Obviously, a lot of stuff that I remembered, but it just brought up that whole thing of, did I choose the right spot to start this story in? Although I wanted to tell it about the 5 sisters, not necessarily the 5 daughters for the past. It's what leads back to that. And they have to go on this discovery. I'm so confused, you guys. This is a confusing vlog. That's what this is. That's probably what I'm going to title it. A confusing vlog, because I'm so confused. But it's hot. I have to turn the fan back on. And then I also have to wind down and get ready for bed so that I can get up in the morning and work on more of the 5 Sisters series Bible. Hopefully I can finish that and start working on the Hood Diaries series Bible, because tomorrow is supposed to be a day focused on the Hood Diaries, not the 5 Sisters. But the 5 Sisters is the next book that needs to be published, so it is the focus. But I want to try to get work on as many of my projects as I possibly can, so that when it does come time to start publishing them, I'm not so, stuck. So yeah, but that's all I got for you guys. Links will be in the description box to purchase my books if you want to, and to follow me on any of my other social media platforms. So that is all I have for you guys. Sorry for the very confusing vlog. I'm back to vlogging though, so that's a plus. And I hope that you guys keep me accountable. If you don't see a vlog come from me on a daily basis, please reach out to me and be like, Taquanda, what's going on? Because right now, I mean, things are kind of winding down. They're not as crazy as it was the last 2 weeks. Things are winding down. So if I'm not recording, it's really just because I'm being lazy. So call me out on it so that I'm not being lazy. Because if I'm not recording, I'm probably not working as well. And I really need somebody to hold me accountable. But that's all I got for you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.